Double undeads. Um, Probably a decent matchup. Let's start with the Blazehound. He's going to be good versus that mechanical, and he's faster than the whole team, so that's very helpful. If I swap him, it'll bring in Graves. Alright. Let's get my trap out first and see what he does. Okay, good start. I want Blazehound versus the Iron Starlet. So let me swap out this Bone Spider. Bring in Sable. I can do strong damage to undeads with Sniff Out. If I high roll, I could kill him here. Nice. So I can go for Lucky Dance while he's on his undead round. Hopefully he doesn't root me, because I want to use my Lucky Dance to... Oh, nice, he swapped me. Thank you. That's exactly who I wanted to be on. Maybe not versus the Iron Starlet, but it's fine. So I could do a lot of damage with the Egg Barrage. Yep, let's do that, and then probably Whirling Talons. I could try to take weak damage from the one-shot on my Elemental, but I'm not sure quite how much damage it does. And if it crits, I'm sure it could still kill me, so I'll just play it safe and stay in on my chicken. I mean, I have Uncanny Luck, so my eggs are going to be doing big damage. I've just burst him down to 100 to 0 in 3 turns with basically just 2 Egg Barrages. Alright. Let's bring in the Blazehound. He might have Explode. But I'm still faster than him, so I could just kill him with a Obsidian Bite. Then I'll go for a Magma Trap, and if he goes for Grave Destruction, he's just going to stun himself. If he doesn't, I can stun him with Sniff Out. Alright. Let's bring in Sable. And then Sniff Out, even a low roll should kill him because I have my Beast Racial. Nice. Team would have been a lot scarier if he didn't have that Bone Spider. That really did him no favors. But also my Trap RNG was really good. Let's pick a team. What would do well versus double undeads? I'm not too worried actually about even fighting double undeads. I think I'll just play like a fun-looking team. But this team would probably do pretty well versus double undeads. Did I play it recently? I don't think so. Not in a video anyways. I'll try it out, see how it goes. How's it done so far? 7-1, damn. Chill out, Muck Slug. It's been farming the Brack. It's not that good of a team. I'm sure I've just been having good matchups. It doesn't even have a weather changer. Should pretty much auto lose to like an idol or something. Hmm. Well, this is going to be a tough one. All right, let's see here. Start with Florendo, because he'll probably start with Anomalous. It's going to be my best matchup, I reckon. Don't know if it's worth going for Ripped. I think it's better to just actually go for Burns. Probably. Unless I think he's going to swap, and I don't think he will. Okay. So we should kill him, like, almost certainly here with the burn. It would take a super low roll for him to survive. He could save the Anomalous for later. Dang it, I should have went for Rip. Oh well. Alright, so do I go for Rip now or Primal Cry? Guess I'll go for... I'll go for Rip. Get the dot rolling early. Okay, well, Surge will kill Anomalous at this point. Burn probably will kill him combined with the dot. It would take a super low roll. Oh, nice high roll, Florendo. Good job. Okay. He's gonna bring back Anomalous and get another AoE out. Oh, no, he isn't. Okay, that's a throw. I think. Let's go for a burn. He'll do big damage because of his weather. He might have thrown, I think. I mean, definitely threw. I don't know if it'll cost him the game, but let's bring in the Muck Slug because I can't be stunned. Go for Quicksand. That'll be big damage under Blizzard. Nice. He low rolled. And now Anomalous is slower. We just two-pet him with Muck Slug and Florendo. Hilarious. That was a tough team. I don't think I should have possibly lost. But even as badly as he played, I probably could have lost if he just landed, like, the Horn attack interrupt. If I get a rematch versus him, I actually think Snarly's a pretty good pick, so I'm going to pick... going to pick this team, because I think this team will do a bit better versus him if, say, I get unlucky RNG and he interrupts me. Okay, rematch. But I feel like I have a better team now. So let's start with the Fell-Afflicted Skyfed. The Alarmer Dog should be great because he has two beasts. Now the question is, does he juke me here? I think it's in my best interest to dot him. That way if he jukes, it's not as big of a deal. Now I can swap him, and he'll probably die on the back line to the dot. If he swaps in, he dies. And if he goes for Call of Winter, he definitely dies on the back line to the dot. I think regardless, he was dead anyways. Pretty good opener. We can go for a Wild Magic. And that Buttercup should melt. Yeah, Anomalous is dead. This is a fantastic opener. I'm tempted to just sit on my flyer until he's dead. And then these two should have no problem 2v1ing the Direhorn, even if he lands like every single interrupt. Because I have Overtune and Surge to mess with that, so what I'm going to do here is Overtune so that I can't be interrupted. We'll go for an alert. And then, okay, so he's going to go for Horn Attack here, which means it'll be on cooldown. Which means I can go for another alert for extra damage. Unless he literally passes, which would be kind of insane. And then, let's see, alert just kills him. Lol. Just 2-pet him again. That team should not lose to 2 pets. It's very scary. But the big weakness on his team is he has 2 beasts, so the fact that I have the Alarmo Dog is really rough for him. I'm not sure if that team would beat him if he jukes me, but it definitely, I think, still has a chance. We end up not needing Snarly either time, which is funny. So how's that? That's 3 games. All right. Well, now I got to pick another team that I think will do well versus him. I do think Sandstorm's a smart option because if you look at his team, he has a lot of AoE. He has Call of Winter, he has Primal Cry, he has Void Nova, and he has Poison Protocol. So half of his abilities are AoE, which means if I have lots of Sandstorm, I'll probably do well. I don't know if this team would beat him. Blaze sounds good versus Anomalous. But then I feel like this team is a little bit... yeah, if he gets lucky, I think this team will lose pretty easily. What might do okay, actually, is, like, Clone Dance, maybe? I don't know about Zoom, though. Zoom's gonna be bad versus the double beasts. I feel like either a counter team, sorry, an AoE team, or a Sandstorm team is probably my best bet. The Skyfin did really well. Maybe I just pick another team with the Skyfin. Do another one that would do better than that? Probably not. We could run Skyfin, Snarly, and Mr. Delver. That's very similar to the last team I had, but I don't have Overtune. In case I get him, I'll play this team. It's not quite as good as the last team, but Mr. Delver is really good versus Anomalous, and he's also really good versus, oh, Podling. No pet, though. It's also obviously really good versus, Beast Pets, which he has 2 of. He's not the best pet in the world versus those 2 particular beasts, but he does strong damage to them, so. Alright. 2 games in a row. Let's see if we can do it again. So starting with the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin worked out great. I could maybe start with the Mr. Delver, but I think the Skyfin is slightly better. Oh, he's starting with the Direhorn. Well, it's a good thing I picked the Skyfin. So if I swap him in, it will bring in Anomalous, unfortunately. But this is a good matchup for me because I'm a flyer and he has only beast attacks. Is he going to take my flying racial with that Trihorn charge? He's going to go first, so there's not much point going for Wing Buffet, I feel like. I really hope he doesn't take my flying racial. I feel like... Oh yeah, he won't because he goes first and he missed. That's huge. That's what you get for playing the Direhorn. Alright, now we can swap him. Oh, damn. That was more damage than I was expecting. I forgot about Wild Magic. Alright, well, this is going well. Let's go ahead and dot him. I didn't realize how well the Skyfin would do versus his team. It's kind of getting soloed. Alright, let's just go for another Felt Immolate. And he's gonna die to the dot in the next round, so let's just bring in Mr. Delver and... Oh, I could swap him out. Is it better to swap him out or just go for the build turret? Or just... Missile? I think I'll just go for Missile. I could have set up build turret, but then I'm taking unnecessary damage. So let's go for the build turret now. He's going to stun me with Deep Freeze. But then I think build turret combined with surges hopefully is enough. It's getting close. Sacrifice Mr. Delver here. He doesn't have his stun, so maybe I'd go for Blood in the Water. He has his beast racial, though. If he gets 2 high rolls, I could die. I guess it's the same whether I go for surges, huh? But the advantage to surges is I get to go first, so if I crit, I can just win. Oh, also, yeah, I underestimated how much damage turret would do. So yeah, Snarly and the Skyfin are great versus this team. Mr. Delver wasn't the best pick I could have made, but... Wait, I thought I pressed Surge. Oh, I almost threw. I swear I pressed Surge. I guess I didn't click it. Oops. Almost lost that one. Okay. I swear that wasn't BM. That was just me not realizing I didn't press the button. Alright, considering calling it there, because that's the 3rd time in a row I've gotten the same team. Do I try to go for 4-0? I think what I'll do is I'll queue one more game, play for one more win, but I'm going to intentionally wait so that I can try to get some variety because I'm getting a little bored of fighting that same team. I guess in the meantime, I will theory craft what I think will do well versus him. So I think this team will beat him if I just run Missile. I don't know about running Batter. Running Batter's not good versus the Direhorn because of Primal Cry and Trihorn Charge. Mostly Trihorn Charge, but also Primal Cry because then I'll be slower than Buttercup. I could maybe still beat him with this team. I'm trying to decide between this team. This team is one of my all-time favorites, but I don't know how well it'll do versus him. I think if he lands a primal horn attack interrupt, I'll lose. Because the way I would probably play this team is I would assume, well, I was gonna say I would assume he starts with the anomalous because that's his best bet. But he started with the direhorn last time, so if he starts with the direhorn and I start with the sproutling, that's not ideal. Big mind game. Does he start with anomalous or direhorn? I guess if he starts with direhorn, it'd be better to start with Mr. Delver, and then if he starts with anomalous, that's fine because Mr. Delver is good versus anomalous. I could just swap him out unless he jukes. But the thing is, anomalous is his third pet, so he can't juke hammer to bring anomalous back in. I have a lot of beast damage or mechanical damage, which is nice. The Nightshade Sproutling is fantastic versus anomalous, but really bad versus those two beasts. So I'm a little hesitant to play that team, although I do like it a lot. I think a lot of it will boil down to which pets we decide to start with. But I saw another plant I could loot. Where'd it go? Oh, maybe it was a fish. Well, there's one. That must have been it. Oh, another podling. No pet, though. Alright, the Snapdragon is not the best pet versus his team. I have Lightning, which does big damage versus him, but I'm slower than Buttercup. I do weak damage to Anomalous. And I'm not that great versus the Direhorn. I'm pretty sure the Direhorn will outspeed me with Primal Cry. He has 252 speed. I'm not actually sure. It's really close. I feel like he outspeeds me by like 1 speed, or maybe I'm thinking of the Nightshade Sproutling. Let me do the math real quick. So okay, so the way you do it is you do 252, which is the Direhorn speed. And you divide it by 0.75. So he's going to be faster than 336 speed pet. So he will be slower than the Snapdragon, but he can still always it's the RNG of Trihorn Charge, actually. That's even scarier than the interrupt. The interrupt's annoying, but it's yeah. I don't know. I feel like this team definitely can beat him. I'm trying to decide between that team or this team if I'm gonna fight him. If I played this team, I like the fact that the Snapdragon pup is faster than um Buttercup, because that'll probably be his cleanup pet. And so if I start with Mr. Delver, I can swap out Anomalous, get turrets going, get some good damage into the beasts, and probably burn down Anomalous if he swaps back in. Violent Pultrid takes weak damage from the Stunner Direhorn. I low-key like this team a little better if I get a rematch versus him. I think what I'll do is I'll queue this team. If it loses, I'll queue that team. And I'm hoping that I'll get something else anyways, because queuing the same team 4 games in a row is a little boring, but it's also, I mean, it's not the most boring team to queue into, fortunately. It's a competitive team, so I mean, if you're having trouble with that team, now you have 3 options that Well, I wouldn't recommend the first team. The first team I got lucky, but for sure, I think this is going to be one of the best teams you could queue into it. The Alarmo Dog, um, the Skyfin, and Snarly. And what the reason I like Snarly is for Surge. Just being able to not have to worry about Horngore interrupts, and also the fact that Surge is a better priority move than Trihorn Charge. Both because it can't miss, but mainly because it just has a higher speed buff, so it'll go first even if he has Primal Cry on you. I think it's more important to be able to go faster than the Direhorn than it is to actually just have strong damage. It's also nice versus Buttercup because he's going to be trying to interrupt you with his stun, and if you can if you can go first with Surge, then that minimizes the effectiveness of this stun a little bit. There's probably some good Sandstorm teams that could do well versus him too, but maybe I'll try those another time. If possible, I like to try to theorycraft counter teams that don't involve playing triple Sandstorm. It's kind of a last resort. But some teams, I mean, you just need like 3 weather changers. Like if I'm queuing into, say, uh, triple sunlight, photosynthesis pets, you realistically need 3 weather changers. They don't have to be Sandstorm, but Sandstorm happens to be one of the best answers because it minimizes or it mitigates the AoE pressure from sunlight. Since it is overtuned damage, sunlight does 50% more damage than it should if it was balanced properly. I want to look up the drop rate actually real quick, see what the expected drop rate for the pet is. What is this pet called? NPC Disturbed Podling. Wow. .1? What the fuck? This game is a joke. So I have to farm 1,000 of those for one pet that has... I'm gonna be sick. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 breeds. So on average, in order to get an SS, you're typically going to have to farm 10,000 of those NPCs. And from what I can tell, it seems to be like about a 5% chance to spawn from each plant, more or less. Probably less. That is disgusting. They really need to implement Maybe it's a 10% chance. I'm assuming it's a 5% chance per plant for the NPC to spawn, but it's only a 0.1% chance for it to drop a pet, and then it's a 10% chance that it's even the breed you want, which is the SS. The other ones are useless. In PvP. But yeah, they could minimize the pain of farming out an SS by implementing like a training stone that you can throw on a pet. Realistically, they should make two. They should make one that just like randomly re-rolls the stats and make it be like 50 charms or something. And then make one that you can like select the exact breed you want and then make that one be like 1,000 charms or something. But even if they just made the one that was like RNG, that just like re-rolled stats, that would be way more enjoyable for farming out rare pets like the SS Fowling Buzzer, the SS Nightshade Sproutling, for example. It's probably the best example is the Nightshade Sproutling because it's a very tedious farm. And that way, all you need to do is just get the pet, and then if it's not the breed you want, well, you can just go do actual pet battling, collect pet charms, and then use the pet charms to like re-roll the stats on your pets, so that if you get like a PS, you can like have a chance to re-roll it to an SS. You don't have to farm another 1,000 of these stupid NPCs. Where is this fucking plant? I keep going around in circles trying to find it. Is it like inside the tree? It's annoying. I can't click it. It's supposed to be like right in front of me, but I can't click it. Maybe it's underground. Oh well. I guess the other option is just give it the Death Adder hatchling treatment. Just make a wild caught version that's way easier to obtain, like they did with the Rose Typid, so that people can get an SS Nightshade Sproutling. It just might be a different name, but it could have like, 325 speed, elemental racial, darkness, blind, and lash, so that they can recreate what makes the Nightshade Sproutling so unique. Because there's nothing else that can even approximate what the Nightshade Sproutling can do. I mean, first of all, how many elementals even are there with darkness? Like 6? The other ones all suck. No, wait, Flickering Argonite doesn't even have it, so you have the Nightmare Lasher, 260 speed, gross. Gooey Shawling. Okay, so he has a 325 speed, but then his other moves are all terrible. The only thing that makes him good is Call Darkness. Happiness is F tier. The only thing that makes him good is the fact that Darkness is overtuned by like a factor of 50% at least. So yeah, the fact that he's an elemental with darkness alone makes him very unique because he doesn't have to worry about missing. That's huge. And then blinding poison is insanely strong on a fast pet. It should have been nerfed a long time ago. The fact that it doesn't apply resilience, a little bit silly. And then Lash is just solid basic attack for a fast pet. It does decent damage if you're unlucky, and it does really good damage if you roll triples. And then if you pair him with like an Alpine Foxling or something that can give him Dazzling Dance, he's an absolute terror. Like, very scary pet. He's just such a... The only reason he's not so popular is he's very hard to obtain in the right breed. Alright, hopefully they take the queue. That was a long queue. I'm going to play for one more win, then call it. So hopefully we can win this next one. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this one, sadly. I guess I can try, but it's... yeah, this is going to be tough. I could beat this guy, but this team is not it. I'll play it out for a second, see if maybe I get good RNG. So far, he didn't stud me, so that's, you know, something. Alright, no crits, no stun. I haven't missed yet. We can save Mr. Delver for later, because he's great versus Twilight. He's okay versus Twilight. He's also 2 attacks away from dying, but... Let's bring in the Pultrid. Does Pet kill him? It does, actually. That's nice. Okay. Unwise swap, because if I land this Whirling Talons on him, he's just going to die on the back line. Let's go for it. Oh, I missed. I missed 2 of my Whirling Talons. This was actually maybe winnable if it wasn't for those misses. That's really sad. I'm so sad about that. Alright, well, it's always possible he'll miss too. Alright, I think I need to land a missile. I don't think build turret's enough damage to take his flying racial. Okay, can interrupt him here. It'll bring in Twilight. Do I go for build turret? I'm just gonna go for missile. It's gonna stun me. I'll just go for the rip, I guess. Maybe if he misses his Surge of Light. Oh, he missed! Wait. Wait. Maybe winnable, actually. Does he stay in? Oh, he stays in while he's bleeding. I land a blood in the water. Oh, Nocturnal Strike hits me for all of my health, though. And Water Jet does weak damage to Murgleton. Oh, I missed. Yeah, I don't know. RNG. It's darkness. It's all fine. I can counter the fuck out of him. Don't think... I was planning to play this team. I don't think it's going to beat him. Well, maybe it could. I'm just going to play one of my counter teams. SSMJ. Let's play... maybe this team? I'm not sure which one to pick. They all should do fine. But because he's playing the Nocturnal Strike pet, I think this is the move here. We'll play this team. I want an elemental. Pale Shell Crab feels a little bit risky, maybe. Maybe I play this team. And don't worry about... Pale Shell Crab's a little risky versus the Flyer, but I have the elemental to hopefully avoid Nocturnal Strikes. Ah, that was actually high-key winnable if I didn't miss. Oh, this is not the kind of team I want to fight with this team. I could probably win, though, but... unfortunately, that guy took his win and he's dodging. Per usual. Let's go for the blind here. Go ahead and dot him up. And then I probably want to bring the Primal Stormling versus Servant. Because I don't want him to hit me with Siphon Anima on my beast. Also, my Primal Stormling's really bad versus the dragon, so it'd be good to use him now. And he brought in Little Ragnaros, okay. Interesting strategy. Instead of the dragon who takes weak damage. Let's bring in the snake. Hopefully we can blind his trap. If I can blind the trap, I should be in the clear. Most likely. There's still a lot of RNG on his team because he has darkness and soul rush, but the trap is the scariest RNG because it's just every turn there's a chance for me to get fucked. Alright, well he's going to be taking that dot damage on the... well, while he's underneath. I could bring in the Pale Shell Crab and start stacking up pinches. Seems like my best course of action. Sandstorm will kill him, so I'm tempted to just send it, because I don't want to take a Sulphurous Smash to the face. I swapped. Alright, maybe we can dodge a Soul Rush. Oh, we dodged the Siphon Anima. That's good too. We could save the bubble for later. He's probably going to go for a Magic Sword. Let's bring in the Primal Stormling, because I don't really care about saving him for the dragon later. How much damage does Sandstorm do? 419. So 419 is his magic racial. We have to stun him. And then, do I go for Sandstorm first so it comes off cooldown, or do I go for Wild Winds? I think we just send the Sandstorm. Alright. He's going to go for Call Darkness. Can either eat it on the snake for weak damage, or I can bring in the pale shell crab to completely block it. I'm actually not sure what the better option is. I guess it makes sense to block it, right? But do weak damage to him with Sandstorm. I'm gonna go for pinches here. It might be in my best interest to just sacrifice the pale shell crab. Just to play it safe, because I could try to swap in and blind him, but then what if he brings in Lil Rag? That's not gonna work out. Okay, do I go for Sandstorm? It's actually still more damage than a full damage pinch. I think we just sent the Sandstorm just for max dam. Okay. LM Bolt ended up doing nothing. Still pretty close game, actually. Do I stun him? Probably, right? I think we go for Sandstorm here. Wild Winds is 183 minus 70, so it's about, yeah, that's over 84. That'll kill him. I think I'm in the clear. Even if the trap goes off instantly. Rose Typin probably 1v1s Little Rag, no problem. Right. That's 5 wins. Tragic loss versus my nemesis, but it happens. I mean, it was winnable. I just got bad RNG. And I wasn't playing like the best team. My best team for countering him is MPD, Primal Stormling, Pale Shell Crab. Rose Typin, almost as good as the MPD, and if I don't get bad RNG, it's actually a slightly better pet versus Murgleton. But like if my blind misses under darkness, it could be very costly. But he took his RNG win and ran, so probably not going to see him again till tomorrow night. Decent games. Gonna call it for now. I'll queue some more later, see if I can get a revenge match on shitty Murgleton. But that'll do for now. GG's. Hope you all enjoyed the video.